One of those things I see very frequently is clients who have had so much pain in their childhood that when they spoke up or when they stuck their head above ground or when they expressed what they wanted in childhood, they got hammered for it. They got criticized, they got put down, they got doubted. They were taught to distrust themselves. They were taught that their voice sucks. They were taught whatever they were taught, that they're so careful. They became so careful to make sure that anything that came out of their mouth couldn't be subject to attack. They began to spin and spin and spin in their heads, basically thinking, what do I have to do to avoid criticism, to avoid being put down? They became overthinkers. And so what happens is it becomes very comfortable to stay up in your head, to stay away from feelings, because that's confusing and that messes things up. I need to just do what I need to do to keep myself from being attacked. So they're constantly gaming out scenarios. They're thinking of every last possible thing that could happen. And they game it out. And would that be bad? Would that be good? How would that hurt? What's the worst case scenario? Et cetera, et cetera. They spend their whole lives up in their head, and it's safe. Until they reach the age, let's say 35, 40, could be earlier, could be later, but they reach the age where life sucks. They reach the age where they know they've got so much pain inside. They reach the age where they realize overthinking isn't working. And so they come to me to help them unlock, to help them discern and discover, Sven, how the hell do I change my life? How do I live differently? And it scares the shit out of them. It scares them, the idea of dealing with this thing that seems so nebulous, this thing called feelings and my own voice and what's really going on inside of me. And so what I have to do is to teach them what feelings are, how to access feelings, and how to eventually bring them under control. And I don't mean like, oh, I got to control myself. I mean more like use them and understand them and see how they're guiding your life. And one of the exercises that I use, and I'm putting this out there for your use, to help you begin to tap into your feelings and to begin to get, for all my clients, not just the overthinkers, and all the people following and who take an interest in this, is to begin to unlock all of the fears, the anxieties, the pain, and the bullshit beliefs you've been taught about yourself, to begin to let all of that out. Because until the pain is out of you, it's still in you. You may say, oh, I don't want to let the anger out. I don't want to be an angry person. You technically already are an angry person because you're carrying around all the anger that you were never allowed to express as a child. And anger is just one thing. There's sadness and so forth. And the simple exercise is this. I want you to go through your life, sit down with a journal and go through your life and list all of the losses that you've experienced in your life. And then next to them, list the feeling that makes you feel. And the mere fact that you consider it a loss says there's strong negative feeling attached to it. Write that next to it. And then write about the situation. By simply doing that, you'll begin to get the pain out. Simple exercise. You ready?
小红书